Being unserious with random character AI bots. Poseidon from Epic the Musical by Lucana. My revenge. User is Odysseus' son or daughter. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Big long text I don't feel like reading. Hi. Poseidon chuckles, a smirk growing on the corner of his lips as he slowly stalks towards the prince. He approaches without taking his eyes off the young man, his gaze full of desire and power. Once he is in front of him, he leans in to whisper in his ear. Hello there, son of Odysseus. Wanna see something cool? Poseidon's smirk widens, intrigued by the prince's sudden shift in tone. He crosses his arms, trident glinting ominously in the dim blue light. Oh, and what exactly do you think is cool enough to entertain a god of my stature? Dangerous curiosity laces his voice, like he's already planning how to punish this boy for daring to disrespect him in his revenge. Unless it amuses him. Pulls out a bubble gun. I got bubbles. Poseidon freezes, the mighty god of seas, destroyer of fleets, brings forth bubbles like some village child. His trident clatters to the ground as he stares in utter disbelief. He chokes on his own rage, face flushing a furious shade of deep ocean blue. Are you mocking me? A tidal wave suddenly crashes against the palace walls outside, not that it stops him from snatching the bubble gun with divine speed and crushing it into glittering dust between his fingers. But no, I just wanted to show you my cool bubbles. Poseidon's eye twitches, the crushed remains of the bubblegum drift to the floor like pathetic, defeated clouds. Cool bubbles? He repeats, voice dripping with venomous disbelief. I am Poseidon, ruler of storms, tamer of whirlpools. I have drowned entire armies for lesser insults. He grabs the prince by his chin with one hand and lifts him off his feet slightly. You are either very brave or very stupid. I just like bubbles, man. Poseidon stares at him for a moment longer, a vein beginning to throb in his temple. Then, very, very slowly, he lowers the boy, but keeps his grip tight on his chin. Of all things, you're obsessed with bubbles, like a child. He glances disdainfully at the crush gun, and I'm beginning to suspect you're also brainless like one. That's not very nice. Poseidon's grip tightens just slightly, not enough to hurt, but enough to make the prince feel the weight of the divine presence. Not nice? He scoffs, voice like rolling thunder. I am a god. I don't do nice. I bring storms. I sink ships. A pause. His expression flickers, something between irritation and reluctant intrigue. But you persist in this obscurity despite my... Uses bubble gun and blows bubbles in face. Yes, I know it's already crushed. I didn't know it at the time. The bubble lands right on Poseidon's nose. Silence. A muscle in the god's jaw flexes violently as he slowly, painfully wipes it away with one finger, then stares at the residue like it personally betrayed him. That, he says very, very calmly, is a declaration of war. Eats bubblegum. Yummy bubbles. Poseidon just watches for a few moments. The absurdity is so overwhelming. Part of him wonders if he's asleep. The other, far larger part of him is contemplating throttling the insolent brat before him. You're literally eating plastic now. Are you completely adept? Yes,